Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial, and I have been doing tutorials on bandwidth management, and as part of bandwidth management you need to be able to identify traffic that is flowing through your network. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to identify the traffic, monitor it, and also determine which user is using up the bandwidth and all of those things. So there are a number of ways you can do this in RouterOS, and I'm going to go through the different ways. The first way is to go to IP firewall, and there's a tab named connections, and in this tab it shows all the connections that are established through your router, and it has a source address and a destination address, so you can know whether or not the connection that is established is within your network or outside your network. So say for instance you have a client that is maybe BitTorrenting or doing some other things. I want to find out what is happening. You could actually look at that IP address. So say for instance this is the IP address of the client. You could see the destination port that is being used, and if there's a reason to block it or throttle the connection, you can do that. And based on how this tab is, or this view is configured, you can also filter the traffic that is being displayed, or the information that is being displayed. You can click on the filter, this icon here, and you can filter based on a number of fields. So if you want to filter based on an address, you could put in address, select source address, and you could say in, and you could put in the address 192.168. I'm going to just pick 253 and click filter, and now you have filtered all the connections just down to the one that you want. So now you can see all the traffic that is being generated by this user. And there are other options where you can choose the destination address, the traffic mark, and so forth. So this is one way you can monitor the traffic that is flowing. And also it shows the rate, the connection rate, so you can use that to determine if there may be an issue with your queues or traffic is leaking through your network and you're not accounting for it. You can use these to help you. Alright, so that is the first way. The second way is to use your queues, because if your queues are configured correctly, then all the traffic that is flowing through your network would be accounted for in your queue. So your main bandwidth queue should show all the traffic that is flowing through your network based on the other queues that you have. So this is another way that you can use to monitor your traffic. And this is the way we have been using for a while now. So this is the second way that you can use to monitor your traffic. Alright, the third way is to use interfaces. And this gives you a view of all the interfaces that are on your router. And I'm going to just generate some traffic on my VM. Just going to pull down a file. Alright, so I'm generating some traffic now. Alright, so for the one connection, so let us look at the one connection first. So you have the RX, which is the receive, and the TX for transmit. So you're seeing the bandwidth that is being utilized for your entire for your internet connection. So this is showing traffic that is going to and from the internet. But for your bridge, this will show traffic that is going to the internet and also within your network. So if you have if for instance there are clients that are connecting to each other and transmitting data, or you have a server on your local network, then the traffic on the bridge could be greater than what is going through your one connection or your one interface. And also have a hotspot, and it can show you the traffic just the same. The only difference is you realize that if you notice the direction of the traffic, you realize transmit is now showing the bandwidth as the receive. And because the bridge, the direction of the traffic changes, but all you need to do, if you're looking at the one connection, you know that receive is normal receive and transmit is normally your upload. But for your bridge, it's a bit switched around. So just remember that. So this is another way you can view the traffic that is flowing through your network. And for the last method is to use what they call a tool named torch. So you go to tools and go to torch, and torch will give you a number of options to monitor traffic on the network. So the interface is the first option, and you can choose which interface you want to monitor the traffic on. And you have your source, destination. If you're using IPv6, you can also choose that. So let us monitor some traffic. So on the one connection, I'm not using IPv6, so I'm just going to uncheck this box. I want to see the ports, and I also want to see the the protocol that is being used. And hit start, and then this will now show you all the traffic that is flowing on the source and destination address, and also the rate of the connection. So you're seeing where this is the user that is generating most of the traffic, and you can see whether or not the user but the interface, because this is the one interface, so it's not really this won't show the user but show the interface and the modem that is connecting to show the traffic that is going through that interface. So this is the one connection, and it is going to this address, and you can see which port, the local port that is being used, and you can see the external port that this connection is going to. And also you can see other traffic. Because I selected protocol, it resolve the type of traffic. So you can see HTTPS and HTTP and so forth. You can go a bit further. I'm going to just switch over to the bridge for my LAN. Hit start again. And what I'm going to do, just like what I did with the connection, I'm just going to double click on a particular user. So I'm going to double click on this user here, and then it start. What that does, it will filter the view based on the traffic that is flowing through for this IP address. So it start, and now I'm just seeing traffic for 7.253 only. So you can even drill down even further by choosing the type of protocol. So if I selected UDP, it start again to show me the UDP traffic. You can also choose port. So alright, say I'm going to choose TCP, and I want to see all of the HTTPS. So there's a lot of ports here. Look for HTTPS. It start, and there's none that is running on for this user. Yes, there's some traffic that is going through. So you can see all of the HTTPS traffic on the network for this particular user. So these are these are the ways in which you can monitor, track, and even troubleshoot your network in terms of traffic that is flowing through it. Because some of the time you may configure your Mongo rules and your queues, and afterwards you're wondering where the traffic is going because you're not reflecting the total traffic that is flowing through your network is not reflecting in your queues. These are the ways in which you can use to do that. That's it for this tutorial. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please remember to do so. So thanks for watching.